Good evening, everyone. Today I will talk about having awareness on homelessness in the state of Florida. The reason I bring you this situation on this meeting today is because there are a bunch of homeless people just in Orlando City alone, where I reside right now. First, there was a law that was recently lifted that prohibited people from feeding the homeless people. Like naturally, this presented a problem from tourists all the way as well as citizens who thought it was okay to feed them with no problem. But that was not the case. Feeding the homeless was punishable by law, and you could get a misdemeanor or even jail time just because of feeding the homeless, like I mentioned. Thankfully, that law was lifted last year, and all began because of the incarceration of a man that was found guilty of feeding a homeless person. The law was eliminated by the lawmakers of this state to prevent petty incarcerations toward people feeding the homeless. Now that issue is out of the way, but I believe there is a lot more work to do. Creating awareness is not just with the ordinary citizen, but the police officers and the homeless people per se. The reason that I mentioned the police officers is because I have witnessed how the police officers remove the homeless of the streets and send them to jail for asking for either money or food or a place to stay or to get help. This is the way how the state sometimes handle homelessness, which is, I believe, is not the proper way to do it. Sure, I'm not saying that every case is the same. I've seen different cases every day. Since I work in a jail, I'm more exposed to what homeless are like here in the state of Florida. That's what I'm proposing for the police to take course on how to intervene with homeless persons as well, and try to guide them to agencies or communities that can help for this can get help for these homeless people. And I'm sure you know that there's certain different types of homeless that some of them commit crimes, and yes, those should be punished by law, but not for asking for food. I think asking for food is something universal. The second issue that that deserves awareness is Florida lack of affordable housing, or the lack of competitive paying jobs in this state. We need to create more affordable housing for families that work 2 to 4 different jobs just to get by the month. My proposal is to make more communities where housing can be affordable, at the same time build towards the future, and also build towards safety. And that's what I think we as social workers should push for. And my proposition is, like I said, build towards the future, get more agencies involved, get the people more informed on how we can serve better to others by extending the help they need, getting the affordable housing they need, and most importantly, serving our people from this state, not only by providing them food, housing, but as well getting them to get better jobs, better help. If they're mentally ill, they can get mentally illness help, and that way we can also involve the community, involve all the lawmakers to make this happen. Thank you very much for your time.